You're welcome back. Now, on January the 23rd, a 34-year-old Nigerian, Cmte, was alleged to have been killed in police custody in South Africa. Now, following the incident, the House of Representatives Committee on Foreign Affairs met with the Permanent Secretary of the Foreign Affairs Ministry and the Nigerian ambassador to South Africa, who they assured that definite action will be taken. Take a listen.
Haven't heard from you, and you share emotions as far as this is concerned, that Parliament will do what Parliament knows how to do best, which is stand up and take a parliamentary position against the spate of these killings, and we shall, and I can assure you that we shall. 170 million, 80 million strong Nigerians will speak through their representatives in the House of Representatives, and it shall be something that the South African Parliament will hear loud and clear until we get to the place where we start to engage.
The Consular General of Nigeria to Johannesburg, South Africa, Uche Okeke, in her statement recounting the ordeal of the deceased, said the policeman that killed Timothy had killed a Nigerian 3 years earlier and has a reputation of extorting money from Nigerians. This, she said, was believed to have led to the death of Mr. Timothy.
Mr. Chinedu was walking down the street towards his shop, and the police car came from behind him. So he didn't see the police car because it was coming from behind on the side of the road he was walking. And he started to run when he noticed the police car. Unfortunately for him, the police car turned and started chasing him and caught up with him. And the policemen dragged him into the car. The Nigerians at the far end of the street now started walking towards the vehicle. On getting to the vehicle, they asked what Mr. Chinedu had done, because they just see that he's walking down the street and he was accosted. And the killer cop said, make a plan. Make a plan is the local lingo. You have to see us. And they said they were not going to make any plan. What did he do? So they sprayed tear gas on the face of Mr. Chinedu and covered his head with a plastic bag, wound up the glass and began to punch him. So Mr. Chinedu could not breathe because each time he gasped for air, he ingested tear gas. And so within 7 minutes, he was dead.
Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bulus Lolo, said federal government will ensure justice is done. He said incremental steps will be taken over the coming days, including an official engagement at the binational commission level to put a stop to the trend of molestation and killing of Nigerians in South Africa.
We will be asking for a full investigation. We also intend to ask that, because the officer, and we have his photographs, we have pictures from the scene, the photographs have been made available to the South African government. There should be no cover-up on the circumstances that led to the death of Mr. Timothy. And whatever punishment that needs to be meted to the perpetrator or perpetrators, we will demand this.
Now, the chairman, Senate Committee on Diaspora, Senator Rose Oko, told Channels Television that the committee intends to look into this same issue.
We are aware of it. As soon as it happened, my committee was informed of it, and we immediately wrote to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to apprise us of the details of what happened. We read what happened in the media. He was purportedly suffocated to death. There are two sides of the story. The South African police has a different side to the story. But the point we are making is that we must not constrain governments and nations from implementing the laws of their land. But in doing so, there must be due respect to the rights of the individual. There are international conventions that govern, and indeed every nation has laws that guarantees the sanctity of life of individuals, whether or not they are criminals. And so the way they are treated before trial must ensure that their individual rights as human beings are guaranteed. And that includes the right to life Indeed, even the South African Constitution itself has clearly enshrined in it the right to life of the individual. And so we think that arresting a Nigerian and the Nigerian dying in the process under very suspicious circumstances is, to say the least, very abhorring to anybody, you know. And so we think that as soon as we get a response from the Minister of Foreign Affairs as to the details of what happened, we will insist that justice should be done. And we will insist that the rising xenophobia in South Africa should really stop, because Nigerians contribute a lot to that economy. We do not make excuses for any infractions to the laws of South Africa that they break, but we must insist that they should be treated with the full rights, their full fundamental rights as human beings. And of course, be treated in such a manner that it does not result to death, because I do believe that the sentence for whatever crime was committed is definitely not death. And even if it were death, it is not death in the circumstances before they are actually found guilty and culpable of whatever crimes they have committed. So the view of the committee is that it is wrong for this action to have taken place the manner it did. It's wrong for him to have been treated the way he was treated, and it's wrong for him to have been treated in such a manner that he died in the process. But of course, as we get to the root of the matter and we get to know what actually happened, we will make further statements on the issue and insist that the Nigerian government insists that justice is done in the circumstance.
The National Assembly has also promised to continue work on the 2016 budget and have suspended plenary for 2 weeks to enable committees concentrate on meeting with ministries, departments, and agencies. As usual, you will have all that here on your favorite program, The Gavel. Till then, I'm Lanre Lasese. Take care.